Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Come on, set, 45, right, 97.
The slot man in motion right. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Here
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
17.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And some room to maneuver. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On the carry, this is Myles Gaskin. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Set, ready, 10, right.
They hand it off to Mostert. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 42 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. In motion, Hill. They'll run with Gaskin. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second. Will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Myles Gaskin, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Leading the Packers offense out here, the same man who has been doing so since 2008. That's the great Aaron Rodgers.
Even as he nears age 40, Aaron Rodgers' third straight 13-win season. He avoids turnovers better than anyone in football at the quarterback position. And Green Bay, they are always a front runner with him under center.
Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
3 down. Shit. Hey, take 26.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down at the 31. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Check 52's the money. Check 52's the money.
Pretty quiet. Check that. What might
From the 31, Rodgers going deep here for Watkins. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Slot man moves right. Here's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
The duo of Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon split the work in Green Bay last season. Jones was still his excellent self with almost 1,400 all-purpose yards and 10 touchdowns. He even moved into the all-time top 5 for the Pack in rushing. No small feat with that franchise's history.
45's the mic. 45's the mic. Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. 45. Mike, 45.
50. Hey, you block over
The slot man in motion right.
Check 45.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
Check the backer. Check the backer.
Wide left.
Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Hey, check motion, man. Put your
Oh, the motion comes too late. And this is going to be a delay. And they'll accept that penalty. They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. Slot man moves right. After the penalty, it's Jones. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The slot man in motion right. They'll try and run for it with Joe. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he is going to lose yardage here. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, it's Tua. This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
My high school football coach was very fond of saying, you've got to meet force with force. And on a short yardage running play, that's what you're going to encounter. And how about them picking up the 1st down on that one?
Running on 1st down with Gaskin. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. The 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick-6.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick-6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he'll have a Dolphins first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Tua now on first down. Rolling to his left. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Tua going to hand this to Gaskin. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 42. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. Here's Tua. Being chased out left. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And he'll get it inside the 35. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Cedric Wilson, 34 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. 2nd down, another shot for Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And incomplete on the deep ball. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Now that's one of those in-between spots where you like to rely on analytics. Did you like the decision to go for it?
Frankly, I did because, you know, I'm an aggressive guy. But that the analytics and the old school go by your feel, that's got to marry up a little bit better because that one felt like an analytics call that someone didn't have confidence in. You know, normally this coach, I think he would have punted the ball.
Yeah, calculated risk. It didn't work out. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Well, the Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers flushed out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, the defense obviously could not have drawn up a better start to the second half. They're holding on to that slim lead, just looking for a stop. Not only do they get the stop, Charles, they get the pick six.
Another example that life comes at you fast, doesn't it? One play ago, they were defending a slim lead coming out of the break. Now they're one more stop away from thinking about a possible put-away drive.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Rodgers to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
In motion left is Watkins. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jalen Phillips drops him for a loss of 10. And it's going to be 4th and long. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this returnable for Hill. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly, and knocked it free.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. First and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. In motion comes the tight end left. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Again, it's Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On first down, Rodgers. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And inside give to Jones. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on first and 10. Nice run on second and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on third down? You're a little off balance.
And the tight end goes in motion left. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. In motion left is Watkins. Up the middle, Jones. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On first and 10, here's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Let's go, Steve, let's go. Hey, let's get there. 45's the mic, 45's the mic. Here we go, here we go. 45, 45. Mike, 45. Jump out.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Touchdown, Packers.
Robert Tonyan
from 21 yards away.
And the Packers have made it a one-score game again. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Crosby with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Tua going to throw. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
Now, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Eric Wilson able to make the tackle. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Going for the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Jalen Waddle,
56 yards.
and the Dolphins use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays.
And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
89 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Rodgers now on 1st down. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. They're giving those short little routes, tackled him in bounds too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw finds its target, Dobbs.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
Slot man moves right. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. A gain there of 21 yards.
Green Bay needed to get Aaron Rodgers some help at receiver, and they did so by picking Christian Watson 34th overall. That's the earliest they've taken a receiver since 2002. Watson has some NFL bloodlines as well. His dad, Tim, was also drafted by the Packers, and you know his father's very proud watching him pick up that first down there.
Throwing is Rodgers. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Ready. Black 40.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Now here's a throw off the scramble, and that's complete out left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Down. 10 black. Black ultra.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On 2nd and 10, Tua. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers escaping the pressure right. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. And we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again, well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
And Tua going to slide to a halt, but he will have the first down.
12 yards there as they move the chains. On first down, Tagovailoa. It's Hill, complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and never an easy thing to do, no matter how good Green Bay is, what the year is, to come into Lambeau and get the victory, but they did it.
You're not just battling the team that you're playing that day. You're not just battling the crowd that's in attendance in that game. You're battling the history of the franchise. You're battling the ghosts that swirl around that place that help spur them on to victory. It is an unbelievable atmosphere, the most historic place in the league, and you have to make sure you stay focused on your task. Otherwise, you...
Tonight, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA.
kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. The slot man in motion right. Second down, here's Mostert again. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Zaire Franklin. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one, because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. In motion goes the tight end. Now last year's leading rusher in the NFL, this is Jonathan Taylor. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Hey, Tuesday. Tighten up. Check 26, check 26.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a third down. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still third down.
Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. Now Ryan. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there. All the things that have gone on, and the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
They'll start here with Gaskin. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
On 2nd and a couple. Tua steps away to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw, but I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Tua. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Dancing to his left, and he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Slot man moves right. To try again after the sack.
Tua forced out to his left. Caught by Wilson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And the Colts are going to take over here up near the 40.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They snap it at 1. Now Ryan eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From the gun, it's Ryan. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
To the right side, this is Taylor. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. They run once more with Taylor. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Check it back, 21. Check. Kill. 54, stop. Kill. Gun. 20. Check.
Ryan looking for Campbell downfield. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Tua Tagovailoa and the Dolphins offense heading back out. And he's been loose with the football early. Interceptions on the first couple of drives. As they start again here, we'll see if he can do better. 1st and 10. They'll begin things here with Gaskin. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. Room here to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. The slot man in motion right. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 41. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going, and also you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. From just shy of midfield, Tua. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. And the slot man goes in motion left. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And going deep for Hill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill, 34 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
After the turnover, it's Tua. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Colts are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Working with a 2nd and 4. Again, it's Taylor. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now it's Ryan. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. Getting through the break at record pace and right back to football. 3rd quarter, here we go. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. This is a game, Charles, it's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
In motion left goes a tight end. On second down, it's Taylor. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. They turn to Taylor on 4th. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there for Indy. 51 yards. Pretty impressive play. Scrambled out of the pocket. Now, it took some guts to throw that ball because the defender was right there.
Tells you also that his offensive line understands who he is. You don't just get one block on a play. Be prepared for 2 or 3 in order to help keep the play alive, and that allowed for the completion downfield.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. 57 yards on the ground for him so far.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check, check. 51. Watch twist. Yeah.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Check. Check hot route. Hot, hot. Hey, space. Hey, Tuesday. Watch out, watch out.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. They'll run here with Taylor. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
They'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Colts have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. To throw for it is Ryan. And he floats one there, incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34.
So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield? When you think a defense least expects it, and I think the first play of the third quarter qualifies. They came right out firing. That's how you send a message to start the second half of a game.
Running on first down with Gaskin. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Tua sets up to pass it. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Tua going to hand this to Gaskin. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Back now in Indianapolis. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. In motion, Hill. Looking to throw on second down. Tua. That's out to Hill, right side complete. Down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
They'll run with Gaskin. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Myles Gaskin, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Let's go. Ready, 38. Ultra. Yellow.
Now receiver in motion left. It's a run with Mostert. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to
push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a one-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Ryan to throw. Got an open man. That's Campbell.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Slot man moves right. On 1st down, Ryan.
Back to the same target, Campbell.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 36.
45. Mike, 45. You ain't got nothing. Hey, Tuesday. 58. Hey, South. Banjo. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. 20. I smell. Ready to go.
Ryan. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, 36 yards.
And the Colts have taken a fourth quarter lead. But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
In motion left, the tight end. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. 30, 10, 5,
drive, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for two, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. In motion, Hill. Tua now on first down. They'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. On the move past the 40. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. In motion, Hill. Up the middle, Gaskin. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Gaskin again on 2nd down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
In motion, Hill. Now Tua. Buying time to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Here's Mostert. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They'll try to run with Gaskin. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Gaskin. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. The kick by Sanders is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And with time of factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the same calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Dolphins who are going to get the football first here as we are back underway now in overtime. Dolphins offense returning to the field. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Part of the reason we're in overtime, all the interceptions he's thrown in this game, but that was a good throw right there.
Hey, he's really not daunted, is he, partner? I mean, it's been interception palooza for him, and he's still pushing it downfield and trying to make a play, and he was successful on that throw.
In motion, Hill. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Gets this one to Hill. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense, they've got 2 timeouts, maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels. A timeout here would be a good idea and try and get themselves settled because we're in OT. This is big time.
Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 16. A nice pickup of 17 yards. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
they'll take this one down near the 15. The corner, Stephon Gilmore on the stop. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. That he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? Overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone, because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. 21. Squeeze, double up. Mike 42. Mike 42.
Now what can Ryan do here in overtime? That's complete to Pierce. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Hey, Sal. It's going to be a lot. Got it. 22.
A give for Taylor running right side. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. So a little chunk there on 1st as they try to chip away down 3 in overtime.
I like your description. Chip away, down 3. You don't have to get it all in one big play, although obviously that would be nice. But there's no need to have that type of risk associated with it. Run your offense, get 1st downs, get yourself in a position where you know you're going to at least get 3 and keep this game going. If you get 6, so much the better.
From the 38, Ryan being chased out left. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to win this football game here in overtime. Gigantic play by this defense, Charles. So they came back in the 4th quarter, took the momentum into overtime, and now they take the football.
And how do you think the team that just threw the pick feels right now? They surrendered the lead, got to overtime, had a chance to redeem themselves, and now they put the game in jeopardy with another pick. And guess what? Their defense has to hold.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
The trip home, so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full of confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
Tonight, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. They'll start here with Gaskin. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
38.